Hey everyone, welcome back to my update for March 1st. It is about 1 p.m. I have had another great day today. I'm starting to push my wake up times before 6. I did that by a couple minutes this morning, and that allowed me to be able to get a little more things done before I went on my run and went to breakfast. So I did my reading, Duolingo, and then I did about 6 minutes of my affiliate work before I went for my exercise with a couple friends of mine from the dorm. I got my push-up and sit-up challenge done in the morning right after the run, so that's already done as well. And then a couple classes go by. Here I am now after lunch, still doing all right. I just got off YouTube for 10-15 minutes, so got sucked into that a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't a long amount of time, which is good. Some other things that I might consider. I'm thinking about doing some projects today. So I was planning on doing work for one class, which I just found out in class today is non-existent. So that's some good news. I'm gonna take that in stride and maybe add some tasks to today to further increase my lead on where I'm supposed to be. So that's feeling good. I'm feeling really pumped about that. And a couple other things that I want to talk about as far as reflection for some of the goals from last month. So the video I promised yesterday, I'm very sorry. I started making it and then got into homework again, and by the time I had considered it again later on, I had maybe an hour before bed. So I had to help somebody get another project done, which pushed me really close to my bedtime. So I decided maybe I'll try to do that today, but instead. But I did still have some time to think. I came up with some ideas. I can't remember if this was yesterday or the day before, but I've been spending some time to think about really what I want to do, and at the same time also reflected on my previous goals. And I realized that I am really starting to change in my identity. So I'm reading this book right now, Atomic Habits. This is talking a lot about how to properly get goals and habits and accomplishments. And a major thing was talking about changing your identity first. And based on the goals that I've completed, I've noticed I'm actually starting to change my process for decisions and thinking. So my idea has changed. Well, yeah, my identity has changed quite a bit. Say, examples of that would be always thinking positively. And now when I'm eating food, for a long time, major goal has been to eat better. And now recently I have stopped eating as unhealthily as I was in the past. I'm still struggling with dinners, but I no longer crave desserts as much as I used to. And some other things, say like burgers, I haven't been eating them as much recently because I guess eating different foods has helped me to realize that it doesn't make me feel as good as other foods do. So I'm focusing more on how I'm going to feel after the meal and how nourished I'm going to be instead of what tastes good in the moment. Same thing with ranch, same thing with potatoes. I'm really cutting back on my potato consumption. So that's working quite well for me. And I also loved reading. I was never much of a reader because it was always related to schoolwork. But ever since I started my habit of reading on my own, I've begun to enjoy it quite a bit, actually. I look forward to doing my personal stuff in the morning. Not all days, but most days. So that's also really fun. And same with Duolingo, learning. I enjoy learning quite a bit. So that's also very positive in changing my identity. I can't really think of many more off the top of my head other than being a lot more futuristic than I have in the past. I've always been more of a futuristic person. So when I was younger, I'd always talk about and dream about all the things I could do, like, oh, I want to build a city, I want to do this. I could make some cool new thing for a bike, or all sorts of things like that. Right now, one of my current dreams for that is to own a really long driveway, private, and maybe even a racetrack, which would be really awesome. I'd build it myself with my, well, design it myself with my brother and build it from scratch. So hire somebody to do it, but no, it's going to be our own, I guess the product of our own imaginations. So that's going to be a large goal that I'm going to work forward in my future years. It's going to be a long, well, optimistically, not a long ways out. It's probably going to be more of a 10-year-ish, 20-year goal, but for sure that's going to be a large thing on my list. So, and that's about all I can think of. So I get a lot more down in my notebook, my journal right here. I think maybe idea for a good YouTube video would be going over my reflections in there. So, because I get a lot more things done instead of trying to think right off the bat as I'm doing these videos. They're not scripted at all. I've been told scripting helps a lot, but you know, this is a daily update of how I'm feeling. So, and I want to practice my ability to talk. So, no scripts on these. But yeah, anyways, that's about it for today. I'm still in a great mood, still doing good. It seems in the weeks I get a lot more in the zone and motivated and doing great than compared to weekends. So no, I'm doing good. Great Tuesday. It's great outside. Time to enjoy the day. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow. So thanks for watching.